Hello, I'm Nehemiah. In this video, we'll be looking at verb duration. What is verb duration? Verb duration is simply how long an action or a state lasts. Let me take that again. Verb duration is simply how long. Verb duration is simply how long. An action, how long an action or a state lasts. Okay? Based on the tempo of the action, then we can classify verb into instantaneous verb and long duration verb. Now, based on the tempo of verb, the tempo of verb means the pace or the speed of action. The pace or the speed of action. Now, based on the pace, or generally based on the tempo of action, we classify verb duration into two different categories, which is instantaneous verb and long duration verb. So, instantaneous verb and long duration verb. What's the meaning of the word instantaneous verb? What's the meaning of instantaneous verb? Instantaneous verb, these are verb that takes these are verb that happens at an instant. Instantaneous verb, these are verb that usually occur at an instant, or verb that is executed at an instant. All right. Now, verbs like jump, leap, hit, drop. Okay. Now, these are verb that is done at an instant. You can jump, is at an instant. You can leap, is at an instant. You can maybe drop something, is at an instant. You can hit something also, it's at an instant. Verb that are done at an instant is known as the instantaneous verb. What are the long duration verb? Now, this long duration verb, these are verbs that usually takes a longer period of time for its execution. The long duration verb usually take a longer period of time or an extended period of time for its execution. So, for instance, we have wash, like washing of clothes or washing of dishes. We have approach. We have walk. Okay? And we have a lot of those. This is not just the instantaneous verb we have, but this is just few out of many of those. This is not all the long duration verb we have. These are just few out of many of those. Now, the question is, which of these verbs undergo inflection? In English language, what is inflection? Inflection simply means a change of word form. Inflection simply means a change of word form by adding ing or adding s or adding ed to the word. You simply change the word form, usually to show the grammatic structure of that sentence, or usually to show grammatic expression such as the tense of that sentence. Tense, like, is it in the past tense, or is it in the future tense, or is it in the present tense? I take that again, that inflection is simply a change of word form by adding ing, s, or ed usually are used to show grammatic functions, e.g., like tense. All right. Which of these verbs undergo inflection? Now, which of these verb base can be changed? Generally speaking, the instantaneous verb remain the same. The base remain the same. But there's an exception to this rule. If you are using an instantaneous verb in a sentence, the base generally remain the same. But there is an exception to this rule, meaning that the instantaneous verb can also undergo inflection, but under certain conditions. Now, for the long-term duration verb, it undergoes inflection. Which means that the base form of the verb can or could be changed. Now, let's give some examples. Notice that instantaneous verbs are verbs that are done in an instant, like jump, very quick, like leap, very quick, like taking a salute, very quick, like dropping something, very quick. All right, now let's give an example. We saw him dash over the fence. What's the answer? A, leap. B, leaping. C, leaped. And then D, leaps. So what's the answer? We saw him dash over the fence. Is it leap, leaping, leaped, or leaps? The question to ask yourself is leap. Is it an instantaneous verb or a long duration verb? Of course, when you want to leap over the fence, you do that under a quick tempo. That is, the pace and the duration of time is instant. So the answer is leap. Why is it leap? Because the base form, the base of this verb remains the same. The base of instantaneous verb remains the same, but the base of long duration verb could be changed. Let me give you another example. We caught Ngozi, or we caught her dash dishes. A, wash. B, washing. C, washed. And then D, washes. Now, to wash dishes, washing of dishes or washing of clothes takes a longer period of time. So the answer is we caught her washing dishes, not we caught her wash dishes. Not we saw him leaping over the fence. That's wrong. We saw him leap over the fence because it's an instantaneous verb. It's done under a quick tempo. We caught her washing dishes. Washing because it's a long duration verb. So let's go to the next one. Of course, we all saw the culprit dash and hit the man on his head. A, approach. B, approach. C, approaching. And D, approaches. So what's the answer? We need to know approach. Is it an instantaneous verb or a long duration verb? Of course, approach. You don't approach like this. You approach from a longer distance. So approaching, you're walking towards someone, that is, you're approaching the person. Okay, so approach is a long duration verb. So because of that, we are permitted to change the base form. Now, we saw him, the saw there. We now change the base form to a past tense, which means we saw him, approached. Of course, we all saw the culprit approached and hit the man on his head. That's the answer there. All right, now let's see whether we can give one more question. We saw Ifelku dash the egg on the wall. A, smash. B, smashing. D or C now, smashes. Then D, smashed. Now, what's the answer? To smash the egg, to smash something on the wall, is it done like this? Of course, it's not like that. It's you hit it hard on the wall. So it is an instantaneous verb, which means the base of that verb should not be changed generally, but under certain condition, it could be changed. And if you want us to do a video on that past perspective, you need to drop or write on the comment section exception needed. Write on the comment section here that exception needed. In this condition, the instantaneous verb, the verb base form should not be changed. So we have smash. But under certain condition, it could be changed. And if you need a video on that, drop it on the comment section. Say exception needed. Exception needed. All right. So the answer is smash. So we saw Ifeko smash the egg on the wall. So this is all we've got for you in this video. Thank you very much for your time. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great day.